morning, everyone. This is Steve Segura for the East Chicago WJLB radio show. And joining us today is Frank Smith, our Chief of Police, and Hector Rosario, our Assistant Chief. Morning. Good morning. And it is a beautiful morning. It's Friday, everyone. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Frank. Some people may not know too much about you, and hey, I don't know too much about you. I just know you live in East Chicago and you're my neighbor.
All right. Well, Steve, it's a pleasure to be your neighbor. More importantly, born and raised in the city of Chicago. Attended Washington High School, diehard senator. I don't even know if there was another school. But with that said, worked several jobs. I chose a career in law enforcement. Been there approximately a little over 31 years now. Kids are in college, twins. Just moving right along here. Love the city of Chicago. I love my job. I like what I do. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy interacting with the community. There's a lot of good people in the city of Chicago. I don't think we get the credit we deserve all the time. And we just want to continue to work as diligently as we can for the citizens of this community and to serve them. That's what we're all about.
Awesome. And Hector Rosario, this is your first year as Deputy Chief. I remember when you got sworn in this year. So how do you like the job so far?
It's going good. It's a new experience, a new chapter in my life, and I'm embracing it. Everything's going good. I started working with the police department probably in 1998 when I graduated high school. They had a cadet program, so I started working there. I did that until I was about 21 years old. I dispatched from 21 to 22, and at 22 I've been got sworn in as a police officer. I've been here ever since. So.
Cool. You graduated from Central House?
No, Hammond High.
Hammond High? Oh, man. I can't say that. I graduated from St. Louis. They sent me away for school. I was a bad boy. But, so tell us a little bit what's going on in the police department, Chief.
Well, Steve, first of all, I'd like to mention that we are currently hiring at this time. The application process is open. We're looking for East Chicago residents to come out. Anyone from the age of 21 to 35 can apply. We're also getting individuals from other cities, which we're happy about. We've also doing a little bit of an emergency hire. We've got 5 or 6 certified officers that have applied with us. Just looking to get our numbers up, boost the police department, and increase the manpower on the streets. We are not in any way short within the streets. I want to stress that. We do have a number of officers still out in the streets. We are allowed to hire, so the streets are as safe as can be. And we do add people periodically throughout the course of the week, depending on what's going on the weekends. Gang and art unit guys are out there also. So we're doing a pretty good job, I feel, overall within the city of Chicago. Preliminary numbers indicate that if we continue this downward trend, we'll have another year where crime will be even went down another year. So that's what we're hoping. That's the goal, and we just continue to strive to do that.
Yeah. So I've been seeing that every year since I want to say how many years back, crime has gone down.
At least the last 6, 7 years.
I know you guys got new technology that has helped you come, along the way. What do you got there?
Yeah, we have the shot spotter system, which indicates if a gun fired, just fired in the area. We used to would have to have officers look at that area. Shot spotter actually pinpoints that, gives us a location, an address, a radius of 25 feet where those casings may be dropped, and it helps officers respond faster. Many of the officers also have an app on their phone, which alerts them also, and they get them simultaneously. Sometimes they get the app before, but it helps them in their response, and they know what they're looking for and where to go. So that's a huge game changer. That's one. Coupled with the LPR system, which is a license plate reader. We have also let him talk a little bit more about that because he's one of the guys that's behind that and kind of spearheaded that.
Yeah, so I see those guys. I have to slow down when I see you guys with the license plate. Those are really cool, though. I know I saw them in Griffith. That was the first time I'd ever seen them. And so if you just drive by and it can catch criminal on it.
It's scanning the plates basically. It'll tell us if you're wanted, your license is suspended and whatnot. And currently we have 2 of them in our city, and next we're going to try to go for stationary cameras.
Wow, that's really cool. Now, with all the construction going on in the city, I mean, how are you guys dealing with it on a daily basis? There's a lot. I gotta say, the mayor is going all over town.
Yes, he is, and I think you got to commend him for that because there's certain cities that are complaining about their roads. Our only complaint is that it's not done fast enough.
I know they just started on the street this morning.
With that said, I mean, you got to go around the city of Chicago and look, and I must give the mayor's kudos is doing a much better job. Streets are clean, the roads are being paved, even it's a minor inconvenience, but it's an inconvenience that's well worth it. The finished product is what we're looking for, Steve. I think we're in great shape. I think we're headed towards the future for what we're doing for East Chicago as far as law enforcement is concerned. And the guys basically adjust, you know, they get briefings or emails in reference to what streets may be closed or what, you know, areas you try to avoid or use a different route. And we adjust, and that's something we've always done in law enforcement. We adjust.
Yeah, now just, I know that when a street is getting done, somebody knocks on your door and they post up a notice that you have to move your car, and if you don't move your car, what happens?
It will be towed at your expense.
And they give you ample notice.
They put signs out the night before, I think a couple of days prior to you actually going, or prior to them actually going out there and doing the construction. So they give you a fair notice. Our officers will go out there to hit their sirens, which is a courtesy because they don't have to do that. The signs aren't technically posted, but they go out there to do the courtesy, knock on the doors, you know, they'll sound the sirens and try to get the people to move their cars. But if they don't, or have tow trucks lined up ready to move.
Yeah, it's funny. I seen some of my neighbors actually on the grass. 'Cause, like, we have like 7 cars at our house, and I'm like, okay, kids, if we can't all fit in the driveway, you're gonna have to park up on the grass somehow. I don't know how, where else to park here.
And I have to say kudos to the officers. They really do a good job, Steve, of trying to alert the public, hey, you need to move this car, as Deputy Chief Rosario said, knock on doors and things of that nature, which we don't have to do. So we feel we're taking that extra step to help our residents, but after that, we just have to do our job and the vehicles will be towed.
Yeah, it makes for more efficiency, especially for the construction crews that they've been non-stop.
And not just construction. I mean, street sweeping, they post signs for that as well, you know, and cars will be towed again if they're out there when the street sweepers come by because they post them, I think, a week prior to the actual street sweeping. So.
And snow removal. So
Yes.
Get ready for the snow,
corner.
everyone.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. That is very true. So tell me, how many officers have we hired this year?
This year, we put on a total of about
I want to say maybe 10.
10, yeah, maybe about 10 officers.
Wow.
We have 5 currently in the academy. We have 2 officers that were certified. So out of that particular group, it was 7. They're on the streets right now training. So another maybe a couple months, they'll be out on the streets on their own. So we're very
Did they
happy
start
about
on
that.
Monday?
They started training on Monday.
Yes,
Yeah.
I ran into one of the female officers,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
she said that, yeah, I get to go on the street on Monday. She was all excited. Yeah, that's
They're
good.
very excited.
Well, that's cool. So tell us, now, if you're interested in becoming a police officer, what do you recommend?
Well, basically, you have to be age 21. Some college would be preferred, but if you don't have it, I mean, that's something we'll look at also. We get a lot of individuals from the military, which is great. We welcome those that are, I feel that if you're serving your country, naturally, if you fit the criteria, that is someone that we would definitely like to give an opportunity to have a career in law enforcement. And some of them do have law enforcement background. You have to go through a series of batteries of tests, you know what I mean, from physicals to polygraphs to background checks, things of that nature. And if you meet all the criteria, then those are one of the people. We go before a merit board and interview, and we will possibly hire you.
Well, that's awesome.
We still do offer the Citizens Academy too. If they want a little insight on what goes on, I strongly suggest they apply for the Citizens Academy. That way they can get, you know.
So for those who are listening and don't know about the Citizens Academy, what is it?
The Citizens Academy is an in-house program that we have, and basically it's a great program that bridges the gap between the community and the police department. I think they come in and they serve for approximately 8 weeks. It's one day a week for like 8 weeks, and they're taught a little bit about law enforcement, whether it may be from the detective bureau aspect or canine or traffic. They do a ride-along. They're really involved. My deputy chief, he puts them through a simulator. They actually get to see some of the things that we actually do in law enforcement, and then they're amazed because they're like, wow, I didn't know you guys had to do all of this. I didn't know you needed probable cause before an arrest. So it's really an eye-opener, but more importantly, I think it's the friendships that we're making that's bridging the gap between the community and the police department. So many of them, Steve, it just warms my heart to know that when we have events such as our Day with Our Youth or National, they come back and volunteer.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we pay them nothing. They're just so happy to be there. They get upset if we don't call them. So it's a great game changer. They're more of a working relationship now with those individuals that knew very little about law enforcement versus what they know now. They want to be more involved, and that's amazing. And let me say this, they've even volunteered to help with citywide events. Now, we couldn't ask any more than that.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, if they want to join the Citizens Academy, when does the next academy start?
It's going to start next year. I'm not sure the exact date, but we do post it on the marquee. We will put more information out online, so if anyone's interested, they can look on there.
Yeah, you can look also on our city website. We'll advertise it also on Facebook whenever they do start the academy. I've been dying to try it. How long of a program is it?
It's about 8 weeks, and it's
That's too
usually
long for me.
it's one
Come
day
on,
a
Steve.
week. One day a week. One day a week.
One day a week?
On Wednesdays.
Oh man, I have to tell my wife I can't cook on that day. But you know, we'd love to film it. I think the experience of maybe filming that type of experience to expose people to what rigorous stuff they go through. I know it's not easy.
No, not by any means. And like the chief said, I put them through our shooting simulator, so they see firsthand how quick we have to make a decision whether we shoot or we don't shoot, how we de-escalate the situations, verbally and stuff like that. So that's definitely an eye opener for them.
Really cool, really cool. Well, here, one last thing. You guys got anything else going on in the police department?
Yes, Steve. I'm hoping you touch back on technology. I just want to say we're grateful to have that camera system that we have throughout the city of Chicago. It has really paid dividends for the police department. We've caught several crimes on camera, which makes it easy for the prosecution side. Very happy with what's going there, and I know there's more cameras coming. One of the things that we're looking at right now in the near future is that we're hoping to get a facial recognition system that's going to be installed throughout the city of Chicago. Most of this will be coming hopefully from a grant that we've already applied for. It's going to be another game changer for the city of Chicago. I have to give credit where credit's due. My deputy chief and I went out to a trade show and we discovered some of this, and they're going to come in and more or less give us a seminar, something I can invite the mayor to, where we can see this product work firsthand. It's something that I know will definitely help the citizens in this community and continue to help with solving crime in the future.
Well, it's really cool. You guys are always evolving. That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear. Crime is down. Great programs. How did your Day with Our Youth go?
Day with Our Youth went excellent. Very, very happy to see the young adults get involved, talk with a number of parents. They're just excited every time we have that. The raffles, the giveaway, I think just about, I can't say every child, but the majority of the children walked away with some type of prize or donation, had a little extra money at the end. We did something a little different where we had some of the individuals that didn't win a bike, because we raffle off bikes all year. We were able to give away a laptop computer this year and a Xbox, I think, at the end. Yeah. So we're very, very happy about that, and the kids went crazy. They love that. So now we got to try to top that every year. But I can't say enough about the sponsors, the people that got involved, that gave the donations, that just more or less wanted to say, hey, Chief, I want to make your event a success. I thank all those individuals from the bottom of my heart. They've been great people. They come out every year, and some of them participate, but they make sure we have what we need in order to make this event a success. And kudos to all the officers that work, because, see, this is volunteer. They're not paid, and they do it from the heart, and that's what policing is all about to me.
No, that's cool. I remember back in the day they used to have the officer-friendly programs. Does that still exist in Chicago?
No, we don't have that at this time.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask. I just remember an officer always coming in that. That was one way that we would get exposed to an officer back when we were younger. Well, that's cool. Now, I know this is all a police show, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention some fire department stuff.
It's your buddy, I know.
Oh, if Tony Cerna's listening, Chief Cerna, I got you. Don't worry, don't worry. They have an open house coming up on October 6th at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday at the Central Fire Station. That's 3901 Indianapolis Boulevard here in East Chicago. There'll be plenty of activities. They'll have a DJ, kids entertainment, tours, food, refreshment. They have handouts, little OB safety train, stilt walker, the Jesse White tumblers will be there, K9 Zelda, the accelerant detection program, the NIPSCO Fire Safety Village, hands-on fire extinguisher training, face painting, blood pressure screening, flu shots, demonstrations, a balloon twister, and prizes. I don't know, man. I think they got more stuff than you guys. You better pick up the game there, Chief. But I'm just kidding. They put on a wonderful open house as well.
Yes, they do.
It's always full of kids and families. It's sponsored by Stratton Until, NIPSCO, the American Red Cross, the Health Department, Valley Fire, the Lake County Sheriff, and my eyes are really bad. I can't see this last one. ArcelorMittal, and of course, Mayor Anthony Copeland, who used to be a fireman himself.
Yes.
So if you have a chance to come out October 6th, it is a wonderful time for the entire family. The fire department also is inviting everyone to show off their talents with a fire prevention poster contest. Now this is for pre-K all the way up to 6th grade. Your official entry forms are available at the mayor's office and the Central Fire Station. And all your finished artwork should be submitted in person at the Central Fire Station at 3901 Indianapolis Boulevard. The deadline for the submission is Thursday, October 4th, so you still got a little bit of time before 4 p.m. The winner will be announced on Friday, October 12th. If you want more information about the poster contest, you can call Chief Anthony Cerna at 219-391-8472 or email him at acerna@eastchicago.com. That's also a wonderful thing. I always love poster contests. We had an I Love My City poster contest, and we got something really cool. We promised these kids that we would be showcasing their posters in a really cool way. So I'll keep you tuned. We're working on it now. And they also have a fire campaign, home campaign program that gives away free smoke alarms. You can also call the fire department for more information. They are working with the Red Cross. That will be on Saturday, October 13th. And for more information, you can contact Abby at 219-756-5360 if you want a free smoke alarm installed in your home. And speaking of homes, I ran into this brochure, and I talk about this program a lot, but I don't think it gets highlighted enough, and that is our Homeowners Incentive Program.
I agree.
If you want to be an East Chicago resident, this is the best program around. We will give you $10,000 to become an East Chicago resident for a used home. If you're a city employee, you get an additional $5,000. So that's $15,000 put down a down payment on a used home. If it's a new home, you get $25,000. And if you're an employee, you get an additional $5,000. That's $30,000. But you have to live in the house for 10 years. For a used home, you have to live in it for 5 years. And all you got to do is you got to attend a home buyer's workshop. It's an 8-hour program, 1 day. For more information, they usually hold them on Saturdays from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you want more information about this great program, all you have to do is call 219-391-8513, and that's our Office of Redevelopment. They do a lot of really cool things for the city that a lot of people may not know of. They're right now working on the Sunnyside Rehabilitation Program. There's money out there to fix your homes. If you live in Sunnyside, I know right now they're going to be working on Martown's Renaissance plan as well. So we got a lot of really cool stuff. They give out vouchers for kids in the summer for sports. So if you want more information about what redevelopment is doing, please call them up at 219-391-8513.
And Steve, if I could just say, there has been a few officers that have taken advantage of that program within the city of Chicago, so that is great. We have more officers willing to move into the city of Chicago.
Yeah, I think one of the main things the mayor was focusing on is home ownership. He really wants to move away from the renting and get people to buy into East Chicago. I mean, if you live in Illinois and you're paying taxes out there, it's a no-brainer. The taxes in Indiana are way better. Businesses have been seeing it, like Hoist, who've come into Indiana. The tax incentives here are great. So if you have a business in Illinois and you want to move it to Indiana, you can also contact our Economic Development Office. It's at 219-391-8205 for more information. We also have properties available through Economic Development throughout the city. And if you want some space, you just give Marino Solorio a call and he will take care of you. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us today on our WJLB radio show.
Thank you for having us.
And what's going on with Halloween?
We're going to be doing the trunk or treat. We'll be participating in the trunk or treat over at Paskey Park. The Thursday and Friday, I'm not sure the dates.
Yes. We will have a trunk or treat at our EC Hollow. We have a haunted house and a trail. There's hay rides, refreshment, marshmallow roasting. That's October 25th and 26th. That's Thursday and Friday at Kosciuszko Park, 151st and Indianapolis Boulevard. Wear your costume. It's only $3 a person. 4 and under are free. This is sponsored by Mayor Anthony Copeland, Ameristar, and St. Catherine's. I just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors who have sponsored a lot of all our events this summer through special events. The mayor has wanted quality programming and activities for the residents this year. I think this year was an amazing year for special events. I can't wait to see what happens next year. It's always going to get bigger and better.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, and check us out on ECTV. Follow us on Facebook, and join us on www.eastchicago.com for everything East Chicago.
Thanks for having us.